Greetings YouTube, CMH Skyflash here once again with a bit more leathercraft for you. Up and coming round the corner of this month of May, we're in at the moment, May the 3rd, end of this month, we've got a Comic-Con in London coming up, and what I'm doing is going to be making something for a cosplay that I am attempting to do. Basically, I'm into many things. One of which includes Pokemon. So I thought to myself, what Pokemon could I cosplay? I've never cosplayed Pokemon before. I'm going to leathercraft a Bulbasaur, basically. So I'm going to make a few bits and pieces here and there to try and pull off a Bulbasaur cosplay. So, here we go. What we have done so far is we have created a couple of things which don't look like much at first, but these are to go on my hand like that. Those are the straps which will go around my wrist thus. These will eventually be dyed with a leather dye that I've got here today. I'll show you them in a minute. And I'm going to put a couple of claw marks, 1, 2, 3 on there, dye that up. I've also got a couple of little bits here. For those of you who know what Pokemon is, you'll get this. Bulbasaur has like turquoisey, navy blue markings dotted all over his body. So I'm gonna dye this up, finish making that, and then it will give off a Bulbasaur impression, try and make myself look like that for the day. So, what we're going to do, first off, I'm going to do a little bit of dyeing. Namely speaking, I'm going to dye these particular bits here. So if you can see that, attempt to zoom in. There we go. And the dye I'm using is a professional water stain. You can see that there. And this is the turquoise colour that I'll be using for Bulbasaur's markings. Gloves, very important. Sponge, which I'm just going to take a quick second and dampen down because it needs to be damp in order to do this. One moistened sponge. I'm going to get our dye. It needs a good shake up. Drop that. More cataloguing the experience than anything here. I am by no means a professional, but the things that I do, it is purely for a bit of fun. Apply a generous amount to our sponge, and then go for it. these will get done in a lighter green, almost teal kind of colour. And I've got this one here for that. That is a sea foam colour there, if you can see that. Lid back on that. That to one side. They will eventually get glued on. Now, before I paint any of these bits up, what I'm going to do is attach these bits here, which are going to act as a strap around that area for going across my palm. I did buy some high strength Velcro online off of Amazon. So when that comes, the Velcro will stick to these strappy bits, which is what will hold it on. Next, we need to make a couple of little holes using a good old hole punch. Bit of leather to put underneath. Our nylon hammer. On the other side so it's nice and even. And again on the right hand side. Do the same in the little straps. They're going to go on there and then around. Now, to attach these straps onto the bit that goes over my hand there, I am going to use some rivets. These are medium rapid rivets. And they come in two parts. have a little rivet setter, which has got a curved part there, which is what you place onto the thing and then hammer it in. And then that will keep the straps in place, and the whole thing will be painted later. So that goes through there, that goes through there, line that up. The cap goes on the top. Make sure that's nice and straight. And nice and simply hammer that in. And that is on. I'm going to do that for the rest of the little bits. Up through there. I didn't show you before. That is the part that you hammer the cap down onto. It's this part that you hammer. Those are the rivets. Now will get held together like that. Same as that bit will go over my wrist. Now I'm going to cut a couple of nice little clawy bits to go around that edge there. Right, next is the clawy parts. So we've got our main thing there. Next, I've already cut one as a template. I'm going to cut a few more of them. They are going to be the claws, which I am going to paint with that, an acrylic white paint, since I don't think they do a white water stain, and it's pointless in me buying an entire pot of water stain like that for just little things like that. So we've got a random piece of leather there. We're going to use a pen somewhere, there it is, and make more of these claws. claws cut. Next I'm going to tidy up around the edges of them, put some holes in them all, and I will see about painting them. Okay, I've just been having a little experiment with the dyes that I've got here and the white acrylic paint that I've got here, and I think I've stumbled across the right kind of colour which is going to give us what we need for Bulbasaur. What I've done is I've used a smidgen of the green seafoam that I've got here and a bit of the white acrylic paint that I've got here. It's a zinc mixing white, I don't know if you can see that there. Mixing white acrylic paint. And what I've stumbled across is a rather lightish teal green colour, which I think is just what we need for Bulbasaur. So I'm going to apply this to our thing here, and I think this is going to give us exactly what we need. Yes, I believe so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make more of this. Smidgen of white. Bit of green. It's a little thick mixing the white acrylic paint at first, but it all comes together. Oh, look at that. That's just the right kind of colour we need as well. What I'll do before I paint the other one, I'll see how this first one turns out. Find me a paintbrush in a minute and do a more even coating of this. I just want to get it on there initially. I'm going to leave it there for that video today. There will be another one to follow as I continue this, because there is still plenty more to do. I still need to make the leafy bulb that will eventually go on my back eventually, and that involves cutting out a lot of rather large leaves and then creating a strap which will then go around my waist. If you can see this part here that I've already pre-prepared, just to give you an idea, I've already kind of cut like an outline of the leaf, which I will eventually paint or dye, whichever way I decide to do it. And then that will create the bulb, and yeah, this is going to look pretty awesome when it's done, I do believe. definitely something new, something I've never tried before, so we'll certainly give it a go. Right. So for now, YouTube, I'm going to say ta-ta for now. Thank you for watching. I hope everybody's learned something. I learn as I go. Think of my videos as more as, not so much as a tutorial, but more as a catalogue of my experience doing leathercraft, because I literally do this as a bit of fun. It's not professional in any way, shape or form. So I hope you've had fun watching. I've had fun doing this and learning at the same time. It's all a bit as I do it. But cheers all the same. Thank you very much. Take care. Like, comment and subscribe if you like. There will be more videos to come. As I say, there will be more of this Bulbasaur cosplay to follow. I would have done a bit more by then, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, take care. Bye for now.